So it just got so horrible after 4 years that in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to get out of here. But I was married. I didn't want to divorce my wife. I could tell she was having a hard time as well. We sort of kind of subtly let each other know, if you leave, I'll leave. If I leave, will you leave? You know, but without explicitly discussing it. That's how much people have to self-censor. You know, we didn't sit down and have an actual conversation. So my wife got pregnant, which, you know, wasn't necessarily spoken about beforehand, but you know how biology works. It requires cooperation.
Right.
When she found out, when she actually tested positive on a pregnancy test, we had like a little mini celebration, you know?
Yeah.
We were like, this is the easy way out of here. And so when we left the Sea Organization in 2006, the official reason was simply that she was pregnant. And I sat down.
That says 1,000 things just by you having to say that.
It's literally how it went. I sat down with the ethics officer, just letting you know, Heather's pregnant. We're not getting an abortion.
It's funny you have to add that, and I don't want to get into politics. That is not our goal today. It's something that Karen highlighted before was...
Check out the acting skills of those keeping it deadpan. Got to keep it deadpan.
They want to push you. It's not that, like, who cares if you want to argue like someone has the right to their own body, all that stuff. That's a different question than you having to tell your ethics officer, part of this cult, that, hey, we're not getting this child aborted. I know you want us to, and I know that you want my wife not to have this child, but we're not doing it. I can't tell you how important that is for our audience to really understand.
The Scientology content pool.
What was my first impression?
No. Well, what was your first foray into it on your channel? What was the first thing you did?
The first thing I did on my channel was speak to ex-Scientologist members, and specifically, we had Karen, of course. I have spoken to Ron Hubbard, or not Ron Hubbard, Ron Miscavige before he passed away, which was really, really powerful. That was pretty much how I started it. Was like, all right, I'm doing.
One of the ways, these are Mike Rinder bobbleheads. Wait, I can never get Mini Mike to look at the camera correctly.
Right?
These are like high quality. These are made out of ceramic. These are not plastic. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
You can get these at the spshop.com. All of the proceeds from the SP Shop go to the Aftermath Foundation.
While you're driving, are you ever planning on writing a book, by the way?
So there's one book idea that I have. I just don't know how to execute it. But so for the 4 years that I was in the Sea Organization, I kept digital copies of every single dispatch, report. There's probably a dozen types of Scientology communications and reports. I have well over 400 reports that chronologically sort of illustrate the craziness of what life is like in the Sea Org. Even dispatches. And I don't know of any such collection such as that. And one of these days, I'll figure out how to do something with it. Like, what I'm not planning on doing is writing a book about my story and experience in Scientology. I'm just not compelled to. Maybe I'll change my mind one day. But someday, I'm going to have to figure out what to do with these reports, because it really paints the life. I wrote tons of these things.
Wow.
And it would.
I am Mrs. J. Please like, share, and subscribe.